to know that everything's okay, that we can hear and see each other. Okay, I see a 10 in the chat already, in the Russian chat. So thank you very much, our technical support service. And let's start. So welcome everyone who is attending our webinar today and those who will be watching the recording of this webinar later on. The Academy of a Private Investor is an international project. Therefore, we are having simultaneous interpretation into 6 languages. We are broadcasting this on Facebook and YouTube, and I would like our technical support to provide the links to the broadcasts, and we're going to also post the recordings in the API back office on Evorich's YouTube channel. We will also give the links in the official Telegram channels, in the chats, and everyone will be able to watch it. So the topic of today's meeting is familiarization with the Academy of Private Investor, and also familiarization with the new back office and our training platform. Our session is going to take 30 to 40 minutes, and let's start. And let's start with the introduction. I'm sure that most of us know me personally already. But again, for those of you who are watching us for the first time, let me introduce myself. My name is Tatyana Zhuravleva. I'm the executive director of the API. I'm a manager of the Academy of a Private Investor and Genius of Finance projects. I'm a qualified investor. I have the broker certificate 1.0, and I'm also a graduate of our academy. I finished almost all the courses, and I'm also a certified game master, a host of the game Genius of Finance. So guys, please give me a 100 in the chat if this is your first time attending such a webinar. And those of you who are already graduates of our courses, tell us what kind of courses you finished, what kind of certificates you have. Probably you want to write a review about the academy, please do so. They're quite welcome. Tell us which country you're from, because this is also impressive, because we are present in more than 100 countries. Now let's switch on to the next slide, and here's what I would like to talk about today. So Academy is an informational and consultation provider across the world. And we're ready to share all the experience and knowledge that we accumulated in the area of financial literacy, investing. We always tell you about the current trends, technologies, instruments, investment vehicles, regulations in different countries. All that information is just information, and does not constitute investment, financial, legal, or any other advice. So any actions that you take or any decisions that you make in terms of investing, finances, are yours only. So you should exercise maximum care here. Let's go to the next slide and go through our meetings program. So we're going to talk about the history, mission, and team, and the system of the Academy of a Private Investor. We will learn about the formats of the Academy, the learning process, the curricula, investing programs or investing training programs, the Academy of Private Investor training platform, access system and appraisal terms, and also we have now grading system, which is a privilege for our Academy Private Investor graduates. So we'll make a short overview. So let's get right down to it. Let's go to the next slide, and let's start with our mission and our goal. So our Academy was founded in 2011 in October. We've recently celebrated our 11th anniversary birthday, and I would like to express my thanks to all those who made the history of our academy. Our mission has been, is, and will be educating population. Our goal is to help at least 15% of the world's population to become wealthy and prosperous people. right now we're already implementing the strategy for building a class of profi investors and invest consultants. And they're all ready to help people that surround them preserve their money that they earned and build up their capital. Let's talk briefly about the pace of development of our project and the results that we've achieved so far. So let me repeat that the Academy was created in 2011. So I see people writing their feedback in the chat, what kind of courses they graduated from. And thank you very much for your feedback, for your contribution to the development of our Academy. So the Academy was established in October 2011, and there were only 500 people. At first, we provided an overview of the 10 sectors of the investment market, and 2 years later, in 2013, we had already 100,000 people on board, and we broadcasted our webinars, our trainings in 35 countries of the world. Then we launched the multi-level crowd investing and venture investment projects. In 2015, we launched the master profi training, and it gathered a lot of people, was very popular, was translated into many languages. Thousands of people across the world took the training and became hosts of the training themselves. In 2017, we launched a new format. It's a game-based training, Genius of Finance, which also gained a lot of popularity. And in 2019, we already conducted international tournaments with teams that went through qualifications and participated in the final tournament, main event. There was a prize pool as well. And that tradition was set before the pandemic. And I'm sure that we will be able to revive that movement again and again start holding our international tournaments. In 2019, we started broadcasting with simultaneous interpretation to several languages. By then, we had 500,000 subscribers. And this year, and that year, 2019, we added to our information materials the blockchain technology sector. Moreover, we had foreign countries conferences. One of them was in Goa in 2019. In 2020, when the world was had the pandemic, we had to reformat our training and offer a new format. And that's where we launched a 9-month marathon that's called MLCI 260, because it was 260 days that it was held for. And we had then 1.5 million active subscribers. We also launched a tabletop version of Genius of Finance with sales in over 172 countries. 2021 was the year when the Academy was restructured and reformatted. We provided a new vision of how to deliver our education. And in 2021, we launched an integrated deep program, Profi Investor Invest Consultant. Currently, we have more than 4,500 listeners, students of that course. We had a field conference in Dubai, and we certified the first stream of Invest Consultants. We also held a training, Genius of Finance, in 10 languages in Dubai too. In 2022, we relocated our academy to the United States, the state of Delaware, and we introduced also annual certification that we originally planned to have, and we're going to talk about it today. And also we are improving the system of privileges and benefits for our graduates. It has been in place before. Now it's going to be upgraded or updated, and I'm going to tell you more about it later. Currently, so far, we've issued more than 5,000 Profi Investor and Invest Consultant certificates. And if you already have them, please tell us in the chat about it. Give us some feedback. Let's go to the next slide, because this is our brief overview of our history. And now I'm ready to introduce to you our team. The Academy has a very friendly professional team of speakers, teachers, mentors, and those are specialists with a lot of practical experience and expertise. And here's the list of our members. Andrey Khovratov is the founder, the inspiration behind our academy. He's a dollar millionaire, multidisciplinary businessman and investor. He's the author almost of all the courses that the academy has to offer on financial literacy, on investing. He's also the author of the concept of the new economic evolution of the world. He has lots of articles published on investing, published in different advanced editions across the world. Andrey has the certificate of a qualified investor, professional broker, portfolio management, and I would like you guys to cheer for Andrey. On the right on this slide, you can see Valery Petrov, who is an internationally recognized specialist in the area of financial and strategic management. He's also a digital and crypto economy specialist. He has publicly recognized achievements as member of the board in major companies. He's member of the advisory council in more than 10 companies across the world. He is the deputy general director of the Moscow Exchange and also PhD in economics, and the assistant professor in the Moscow State University. I would like to introduce to you the rest of our team. I will simply give you their names, but I'm sure that most of you who took our courses know those people in person. At the same time, you probably participated in our offline, online conferences, other meetings, and most probably you know them already. Those of you who are first-timers here, as soon as you register on our platform, you will be able to meet those people, our speakers, mentors, and specialists too. So the first on the left is Artem Kabanov, followed by Mila Serdyukova, Alexander Sibul, Valentin Sokolnikov, Olga Shantina, Armand Murniak, Tatyana Zhuravleva, yours truly, Ivan Poluyanchik, and Claudia Pivneva. Also, we have quite a lot of other people on our team who help us organize everything in a nice, presentable format. Our designers, graphic designers, and our interpretation team, translation team, and I would like to extend my thanks to them. They will be translating and interpreting our trainings for us in future and for you. And also would like to thank and extend my recognition of all the other tech support behind our academy. So let's go to the next slide. And let's talk about this. Currently, Andrey Khovratov, together with our entire team, has come up and implemented a system, which is a system of gradual immersion into the world of finance and investing. And this system allows every single one of you to solidify your knowledge and start thinking as an investor, and to have the opportunity to deliver or pass on the knowledge that they received to the people that surround them. So this is important. You do not only take in this knowledge and use it for yourself, but also rebroadcast that knowledge to others, and thus covering as many people as possible on our planet with that knowledge. So let's see how that system works. Let's go to the next slide. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is learning formats in the academy. Currently, we have 4 formats of our learning process. And I guess the most popular format is recorded video courses. And this is the least expensive courses. So those courses are intended for people who are ready to learn in a at a pace suitable for them, have quite a sufficient level of self-discipline and self-organization. They know how to manage their time. And for those who are ready to listen to lectures on their own terms, fill in their workbooks, do their homework, and do everything on their own. And then take the trainings, tests, etc., etc. I guess one of the most in demand and the most expected format is live webinars. We are not conducting them too often, but usually enrollment in those trainings ends very quickly because all the seats are taken very quickly. And I'm very thankful for your eagerness because at a live webinar, every participant has the opportunity to directly talk to our speaker, our mentor, teacher, ask questions that they have, which we gladly answer. And we are actually waiting for you to ask those questions. And this is for those who are ready to plan their time and participate in real-time live webinars. Additionally, we offer you a game-based training format with our Genius of Finance game. I think it's one of the most favorite formats, both for trainers and students alike. And as the author of the game Genius of Finance says, Andrey Khovratov, you can take years to understand the theory of finance and investing, or you can simply play this game 10 times and speed up the entire understanding process and dive deep into all the investment areas and sectors, understand how transactions are made, how to get into a partnership with other game participants, how to develop your own business plan, how to build up your own investment portfolio, and so on and so forth. This is quite an interesting practice-oriented training. And I think that many of you already played the game. And I'm sure that many of you are already trainers yourselves. So currently, we have prepared more than 200 or trained more than 200 trainers around the world, and we held more than 80,000 games around the world. For sure, this is the ballpark estimate, but it should be pretty accurate, and it happened before the pandemic. I think that number has increased greatly by now because we now have an updated tabletop version of this game, which was shipped to dozens of countries across the world. Another interesting format that is also long expected and desired for is our field or offsite conferences, when our speakers go to different countries. Every year we plan for such meetings. Despite the pandemic, we still were able to hold an offsite conference last year twice. It was those were conferences in Dubai. Before that, they were held in other countries. And I think those of you who attended those conferences remember warmly those conferences. Let's see how the learning process looks like. And let's go to this slide. Yes, thank you. So what and how our students learn. So first of all, those who purchase courses have an unlimited access or timeless access to the video lessons, to workbooks and training materials. By training materials, I mean tests that you can take multiple times and eventually learn the correct answer. And if you do not guess the correct answer, the system will tell you to refers you to the lesson that you have to watch to successfully pass the final test, which will give you the certificate. Also, you get workbooks and simulators, as I said, home assignments, practical home assignments. Our students are quite liking it, with lots of spreadsheets, checklists, and other additional materials that we provide for you to make it easier to do all of our assignments. After the course is completed, our students take tests Well, if you receive an 80% score on the test, you receive the qualification, and then you receive a certificate that is valid for 1 year, 365 days. So this is how our learning process looks like. And further on in our presentation, you will see how our back office looks like. Let's go to the next slide. Yes, thank you. And let's talk about the training programs that are currently up and running in the academy and that have been quite successful, and as we believe give you a better picture of the world of finance and investing and helps train highly qualified specialists. It all starts with the course, The 8 Rules of a Private Investor. Everyone who registers on our platform receive that course for free, and after going through the 8 rules of a private investor, you will understand all the basic laws and rules of investing, of a private investor, and commandments that you should never break or violate that will help you achieve your financial success. That course is free. And next, you have a choice between different programs. We have 4 tiers, and it all starts with the Profi Investor Category 3, which is the beginner's level. And that course is intended for people who have a big desire to learn how to invest, but they know little about it. And also for people who had some negative investing experience in the past and would like to get rid of their debts, pay their debts, learn how to preserve their well-earned, hard-earned money. And this training program, Tier 1, Profi Investor Category 3, includes several modules. The first module is the basics of investing, which is the fundamentals of investing. It is also the breakdown of rules and commandments of a private investor. You will know what a compound interest is, how to calculate capitalization. You will have a practical workshop as well. And the next module that is included in the same package in that program is the first steps of a private investor. Here, we're going to look into different investors' levels, what kind of investment strategies an investor can use, and many other useful material. For those who received Category 3 certificate will also have access to the upgrade courses to be able to upgrade to the next level. And also we kept all the prices, although currently we can witness very powerful inflation. The inflation rates are skyrocketing, yet we still kept the prices as before, and all the upgrades can be purchased simply by paying the difference between the prices for 2 different programs. The second level, second tier, is the Profi Investor Category 2, which is the middle. It's intended for middle level investors. It includes the module or the tier 1, which includes the basics. Plus, we added additional modules, which is the stock markets and capital management. You will learn how to set your own goals, how to develop your family budget, your personal financial plans. You will know about different investment instruments and vehicles. We will provide an overview of the 20 segments of the investment market. You will learn how to manage control your risks. You will get an opportunity to learn about the trading bots, trading terminals, portfolio-based investing, the basics of stock trading. So all of it is included in the stock markets and portfolio management module. The next module that is included in Category 2 of Profi Investor is the global corporate finance and centralized politics. Financial politics. Here we look into the cryptocurrency, foreign currency, blockchain technologies, and the main instruments and tools of operating in the cryptocurrency market. Then you take a test, after which you get the certificate of Category 2. But of course, in order to become a guru and a profi, just in one day is impossible. This is quite apparent, but at the same time, you will at least learn how to understand why you need it and what to do with cryptocurrency and blockchain in general. After you complete level 2, you will also get access to the upgrade to receive category 1 simply by paying the difference. So let's look into the Profi Investor category 1, which is the superior level of a Profi Investor. It's an integrated program, which includes the 2 previous ones. So gradually, when you purchase category 1, you first go through the basic step, then the middle step, and then you get additional in-depth modules, which is the Forex market, cryptocurrency market, and in-depth knowledge about blockchain technologies, venture market, and equity participation in businesses. And the module, which is called the Global Investment Portfolio, after which you take a test. And as I said, if you get a 80% score, you will get a certificate for 365 days, and you become a Profi Investor category 1. As for the Profi Investor, those are the main 3 levels. But in addition to that, we also offer you to become an Invest Consultant. So what is an Invest Consultant program and Invest Consultant in general? I guess this is the best, the most optimum training program offered right now by the Academy in the back office, which is a set of all 4 levels in one. And who is an Invest Consultant? It's a professional person, an expert for choosing and analyzing investment solutions, projects. They can also develop investment strategies for their clients. And the course is intended for those who are ready to organize their own consulting business and help people around them. So basically, this is our mission. This is our goal. And this is what we drive our students towards. So this package is a mix of all 4 levels and programs, and this is the most profitable one. You get a good summary discount from each level. I guess it's at least 50% discount cheaper, 2% cheaper to buy it as a whole rather than buy it in all the packages, all the levels individually. But of course, a person cannot fully avoid investment risks. And what you can do is to manage those risks. Also, you'll be able to read and analyze the market situations, develop your own personal plans, set goals, put together investment portfolios, and select instruments, investment vehicles into your portfolio step by step. And by doing so, achieve your goals, and gradually you get to your financial security and independence. And then if you strictly follow the investment discipline, then you finally achieve your financial freedom. And we have one more popular course, which is the Genius of Finance host course. You can see it in the right hand bottom corner. It consists of 17 lessons where all the game situations are broken down, mentorship, how to work with the audience, with the training group, how to hold the game, how to fill in the balance sheet forms in the game, and many other lessons that will help you figure out this training and help you learn, conduct it. And those who have the Host of Genius of Finance certificate, the Academy provides them with their own personal landing pages for promotion, for you to build up your audience and conduct your own trainings. So this is approximately the program up and running in the Academy right now for you. And in future, we're going to launch other courses. They are in the making right now. Summer this year, we held a survey. Well, we all were on vacation in summer, and we talked to our students, graduates. We asked them what they are most interested in, and based on their answers, we did the summary, worked with the statistics, and prepared this year's curriculum. Let's go to the next slide, please.
And gradually, let's discuss another topic, introduction to the new back office and homepage of the Academy. So organizers, please share the links to the new back office. Many of you are aware of the old one, which is still active, but actually we converted all the data and the content, your results, your details to a new back office. And we encourage you to work already here, moving gradually from the old back office to the new one. In your chats, you will find these links. So please copy them. And all those registered in our new ecosystem, you may use your login and passwords to enter the new back office. For beginners, newcomers, the registration may be held in the back office and through other projects in our ecosystem. As soon as you get your login and password, you may use them to enter our back office. What can you find in the main page? So, first of all, home page. In the right-hand corner, at the top, you may choose the language you feel comfortable with, and it's quite difficult to do, and everyone may choose any language he feels comfortable to take the course in. Then, below your picture, there is the side menu of our back office. And today, many of the tabs we will discuss in further detail. But here you may see the background of the Academy, the details of the Academy. You can meet our speakers. You may find successes of our students. And there is a training platform where the learning process actually takes place. And in addition to that, we have a number of other offers. For instance, on the bottom, you may see a platform where you may watch movies related to the topic of investment, finances, quite an interesting selection, and you may find it there. The central part of the homepage, you will find the status, your current status, and it is, in this particular case, you see Invest Consultant. And when you take our courses, gradually, the statuses will, these bars will actually be highlighted. Category 3, Prof Investor Category 3, this is ladder number 1, then the intermediate and the upper and the advanced Invest Consultant. And below this ladder, there will be timer reflecting the validity of your status. And please remember that the certificate is valid for 365 days. In the central part of the homepage, a bit lower, you will see all the courses you bought or you took, and you may use actually the chart of your achievements, so the rate of completion of each particular course, and you come back to each course to rewatch the materials or to find the information you would like to revise. And in the right-hand corner, you may see the current course you started to study. For instance, now you see the course Fundamentals of Investing. And the button Continue, and here from the home page, you may get to the platform and start your learning process. In the right-hand corner, a bit lower, you will find a schedule of the webinars run on our platform. It could be a similar webinar open to everyone like this one, or a closed one. You will be personally invited, and in your back office you will find the personal link to that webinar. So this is how the homepage looks like. Here you may ask any question and refer it to our support desk. And here in my next slide, I'd like to introduce a catalog of our products. So below your picture in the home page, there is tab 3, catalog, and here you may find the list of all those products offered for your continuation of the learning personally. So here you will not find all the programs or products that we offer, but only those you haven't completed. If you are a beginner, then there will be a selection of all the programs: Prof Investor Category 3, 2, 1, and Prof Investor, and for free you get access to the course called 8 Rules of a Private Investor. But after buying any course, you will see either higher tier materials or courses available. Next slide, please. And please remember that all the prices haven't been changed, have been retained, and no increases are expected. So now another tab is learning process study. As soon as you go to this tab, you see a start window, and there is a welcome remark and the materials you need to download. That is a workbook. So in the text, you will find a link to this workbook. Please download them. They are all interactive, which means that you may not print them out, but download them to your PC and take all the notes you need in your PC so that you digest better the information provided by the speaker. In addition to that, the presentations will be provided in PDF, and you may download them as well in the start window of the course you bought. And here you see the dashboard. That is the contents of your course, and you may use the scale to see at which lesson you are currently at. At the same time, you may look through the entire contents and decide which lesson you would like to repeat or you would like to progress. And when you progress, there will be a screen for our video lessons, quite short time video lessons from 15 to maximum 30 minutes each. And then you click the button next lesson below the video, and you start doing your homework or working with a simulator, or you may have a number of lessons in the video format, and then the simulator and home assignments for your further learning. After completing the entire course, the final lesson will be a test. You answer the test questions, and you may take this test several times, depending on how well and how successfully you are prepared for your test. If you fail a test from the first try, don't be frustrated. You need to rewatch the materials you may have missed or didn't pay a lot of attention to, find these answers, and then retry your test again. All the answers to your test are in the materials of the training course. This is how this tab learning process is structured. In the chat, I have a question. Why are you showing all this in English? You know, English is widely spread and quite clear to many people. So if something is not clear from my presentation, you may go to your back office and choose the Russian language. But now for my general presentation, I decided that we'd better stick to the international language, that is the English language. And by the way, this is the language, the official language of the jurisdiction where the academy has been established. But when you go to the back office, you will choose the language you feel comfortable with. And please remember that in the right-hand corner at the top, you will find English or any other language. Let's change the slide, please. And the process of studying. After completing any course, sitting a test, and getting a certificate, this certificate may be found. By the way, all those who have the academy certificates, go to the back office and please check whether there are certificates available and their validity. All the certificates are valid for 365 days. A bit later, I will explain why. And this training, on the page in the back office. So my completed courses, you may click the certificate and the certificate could be viewed or printed out. So you may download and print it out and put it onto your wall to be proud of your achievements. Next slide, please. And another important topic I'd like to highlight here, 1 year sharp passed after we launched this comprehensive program of Prof Investor Invest Consultant, and each graduate had his path and gained the experience with the relevant lessons learned. But now let's have a look what happened to the world over this year, how many modifications there are. Actually, there are huge modifications everywhere. Market regulation, market trends. There are new trends coming up, new technologies, investment instruments. Some strategies and instruments are outdated, or there are those that are fully new. Each invest consultant and prof investor should catch up with the latest trends and be aware of all the changes. Never believe that after completing your course, this knowledge is enough for you to be fully aware and alert of the latest trends and changes. You need to improve your knowledge, your skills and capacity. And for us to be sure that our graduates know where to find all those changes on the market, we introduced the compulsory annual reattestation or requalification for you to prove your skills and abilities. It is not actually mandatory. You may not do this requalification, but without sitting a test, the system will downgrade one level down and will extend for another 365 your certificate of a lower level. For instance, your current qualification is invest consultant. After defending it 1 year after, you will be downgraded to the level of a prof investor of the highest category. And what are we offering? What do we suggest? For you to find it easy to navigate in all these changes happening in the investment market over a year, we actually are preparing, and quite soon there will be a new course launched, which is called Upgrade 2022. It will include 3 lessons, 3 sessions, including mentorship sessions, live mentorship sessions, when our speakers, mentors will explain what happened, which changes took place, what works or doesn't work anymore. We'll equip you with the relevant changes and modifications, will help you practically to understand better some things. For instance, some manuals for the setup of your wallets and your navigation around the markets, and there will be practical sessions. So we will discuss how to work with some new instruments, or we will brush up what was not clear in the previous course. And the third block is your preparation for testing, where we will show you most frequently made mistakes when you sit a test. We will explore them together and will help you find the answers in the materials, in the whole bunch of materials of the course, and we'll give you some hints how to answer correctly, how to find answers, and how to sit successfully these tests. These upgrades will be provided annually, and generally they will be released with the start of every academic year. Generally, this is in September, and this way you will be better prepared for requalification within the time frames recommended. Next slide, please. This summer, by the way, I wanted to tell you one more thing. This Saturday, there will be another webinar about the terms and conditions and the timing of annual requalification. So this webinar will be held the same time. So please save the date and inform all those you know who may not have heard of this announcement. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you at the webinar, where we will discuss what annual requalification is, the confirmation of your categories, and how to do it successfully. So one more thing to remind you once again, and I will ask and call upon your attention. So please check, go to the back offices and see if your certificates are there. If something is not clear, or if there are some disagreements, so you may contact our support desk or Telegram chats, and there we will try to answer all your questions if you have some regarding the validity and the availability of your certificates. Another topic which I hope will be interesting for everyone, that is grading and privilege system for all API graduates. So we have already launched a system. You know that you enjoyed some discounts or bonuses for the products of other projects, and based on your highest certificate, the highest level certificate, you will be graded. What does it mean? A grade is your belonging to a specific group of graduates of the academy of some level, which means that you will be included into the specific group of students according to the level of your certification, of your qualification. And for each group, there will be its own set of privileges. And like a certificate, this grade will be valid for 365 days, And why? Actually, I understand that you may have a lot of questions, but certification with the Academy of Private Investor and one precondition for the participation in the ecosystem of new economic evolution of the world. And each project will actually incentivize the graduates of the Academy by offering some privileges, some benefits, some discounts. And by the way, discounts have been already provided. When you bought the EVASAN packages, inside the packages, you could find access to category 2 of Prof Investor, and you already have access, and under the current terms and conditions, which are still valid, haven't been changed, and why we started this system of requalification. So this grading system will start quite soon, but meanwhile, you enjoy a unique opportunity to find all those gifts provided, get your certificates and take the courses, and for a year be included in the grade you fit. What else did I forget to tell you? I think that is the entire information I wanted to share. Once again, a reminder to come to our Saturday's webinar. And to wrap up our today's webinar, I'd like to remind you the quote by Andrey Khovratov, the CEO. He says that the Academy of Private Investor was created to help people become a financial and investment literate person. And this is what will make the person successful and prosperous. I wish you all success and looking forward to seeing you in our next webinar. So I wish you health, peace, and prosperity. So that is the end. It took us almost 1 hour, and I hope that next webinar on requalification, there will be a similar bunch of new information. Please come. I will be pleased to share this with you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And I was really pleased to work with you today. Good luck.